The Azothan. Welcome back to another Lordaeron on the Foremath. Last we left off, there was horror, terror, awful things going on in the Alliance. They're crushed, they're cucked, they're here, they're there, they're everywhere! We're talking about the Heffalumps and Woozles, or the Horde and the Undead. So the Alliance has been pushed back to two bastions, Quel'Thalas and Dalaran. Everything else is being destroyed by either the Shadow Council or the Undead armies. Shadow Council has perhaps, he's one of my favorite players, and look at that defensive upgrade that he has. He realizes it's all about his summons. It's all about his summons. Lordaeron on the Foremath. I love this map. I wish I could get as into Lordaeron on the Aftermath as I do Lordaeron on the Foremath, but it's such a good game. Yes, I know. They're going to be under attack for a long time. Call the Dam has finally broken into southern Quel'Thalas. We can see they have easily pushed aside the defenses, and they've completely subverted this gate, which actually got destroyed earlier, so that's not as big of an issue. Let's go back up to the main part of Quel'Thalas, and what do we have? Oh, God. That gate's not going to last very long, but I love the shutdown of the Frostworms. Will you look at that? Squadrons of Dragonhawk Riders coming in to shut down these Frostworms and wipe them out before the battle even begins. That will give Red actually a huge advantage because Frostworms are a nightmare when it comes to their AoE and trying to find them in the middle of an undead army. So the gate is at least buying him some good. Arthos knows he'll need the lesser mana rays to counter the casting of the Death God Necrolytes, get rid of that squishy healing and summons that he's dealing with. Nice, still like to see the focus on those Frostworms. By the way, let me know how the volume is. I feel like it's really loud in my ears. Like maybe the music's not loud enough and the sound effects are too loud. I can't really tell. It sounds off, so let me know. Anyway, continuing on. Yes, we can finally get a true idea of the scale of what's going on right now. The Alliance is, let's call it what it is, destroyed. Some small forces of the Alliance and the Silverhand Paladins are still here, but with the destruction of Deathholm, or at least the Elven settlement here, Deathholm now exists for the Cult of the Damned, and will begin, I don't know, let's just call it infecting. And Vitovit's trying, I don't think it's intentional to get his Kel'Thuzad Ghost there. It can still die to magic attacks, but he doesn't have to worry about that. Oh, where's Dark Green? No, that's right, he died. He crashed. He's gone. And here goes, let's go ahead and check out these upgrades once more for Yusuf. We have 3-4 upgrades on his melee, and 1400 to 1700 on his tanks. Nice group of range units, at least 2 into those upgrades, meaning he can chunk caster groups if he can get his siege units close enough. Yusuf dropping more summonable Nerubian guards, however, dispelled very quickly by Arthos. Arthos can't hold. He needs Aramis and Porthos, at the very least. And it's looking really bad. Okay, so it's looking super bad for the Alliance in the south. Let's go check Dalaran, because, oh my, it is a clusterfuck as well. Oh, right. I don't even know how to... Let's go ahead and pause and appreciate what's happening here for just a quick second. Grab ourselves some context. Alright, Red Black Hand on the front line with a squad of Teal's Pit Lords. There's also Orange's Pit Lords on the front line. 4-6 for Orange, and Teal's are sitting at 1-1. Alright, not as many upgrades for Teal, but he does have Pit Lords. 2300 health, squishy boys. We're starting to see Orc Spear Throwers back in this choke point, blocking the rest of the army being able to enter. Some Nazarim elites. In fact, Teal's entire hero group blocked in the back. And, this is the scariest part. The sheer amount of siege I'm seeing. Teal's Fell Reavers, Orange's Doom Cannons, and Brown's Catapults. Let's see how this plays out. The upgrades for our Alliance members aren't quite as high, but they do have the home field advantage. Stuns, the choke point, the possibility of using the Arcane Defense Crystals to make the city invulnerable. However, 2 of those are already down. So, start. Oh, lordy, the Catapults are focusing on the last health on this Arcane Defense Crystal, I believe. That Purple's hero has an item that can heal that, but otherwise, really difficult to reach it and heal it. And that's a good focus from the Fell Reavers. The Alliance are getting crushed, but it is just the middle. As long as they can keep the Horde in this section right here, they're going to have the advantage. Dull. He's got AoEs, he has stuns. Let's check that health. They are kind of focusing him, though. Light Blue's gonna have to worry about Vindicator, Maraude, and Tyrion Forging on the front lines. In fact, Tyrion Forging in the back lines. What are you doing back here, Paladin? What is this, you dumb ding-dong? Oh, God. All right, and the Alliance, look a little bit... They're gonna win this engagement. However, Adal may die if they don't activate his invulnerability shield. This is at half speed, remember, too. This can't, let's go ahead and look like it what it looks like in normal. On second thought, now that the Horde is broken through, I do give this to them. The Alliance is dead. With that last Bastion destroyed and as many reinforcements as they're going to be able to afford overall, there's a nice back heal on those units. How far? God. It's terrifying. These Proto-Drakes are doing more damage than I can tell you. The piercing multi-shot on the backline casters most of these races are employing are tearing through. Now that the Pit Lords are in front, and with the death of Adal, let's not go ahead and pretend this isn't just a really bad bit of news. A Void God is born. From the corpse of Adal, a once great creature of the light. A creature of utter blackness and darkness has been born. Let's go ahead and watch it wreck shop. 35,000 health. It's, you don't want to stand on that thing. In fact, it could kill both armies. We're gonna watch the Horde leave now. This was literally just a suicide run for them. If they killed Adal, they've ruined the Alliance. This Void God will drain their entire armies and destroy the capital. Oh, God. This thing's a nightmare. Maybe not. Alright, they're all ganging up on it. It's doing terrible damage to them. The Knight goes down, Tyrion Forging nearly biting the dust, but they could do it. Horde's trying to get back in there and do some damage to the back lines while the Alliance has to focus on the Void God. That's all they really need to do is back up just enough for the Void God to focus on the Alliance and then keep fighting. And Prophet Velen stands below the corpse of his lover. And the Void God dies. That's like 300 or 500 gold reward you get for killing that thing, but still, you probably spend more killing it in general than you get for it. And with the Void God's death, the rejuvenated Horde forces using the Defiled Fountain will now stream back into Lordaeron, and leading the charge are a brigade of Fire Gut Ogres. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. They're led by Jubithos and Magtheridin. And I think the Alliance is realizing they have to get to the Lordaeron dungeons and defend down there. Out in the open like this, they're dead men. Hopefully Purple remembers to get the rest of his forces. And the Wretched, by the way, I missed this entire fight up here. I think we already knew Arthos was going to die, but like I said, with the death of Quel'Thalas and the stealing of the Sunwell, Arthos has now become the Wretched. It's been quite a few iterations so far. It's good to see him. Still just sucking the D of whoever will keep him alive. Uh-oh. Don't kill me, says Arthos. Wait, has he still not allied them? He might not be... Ah, look at that. If I turn on the Fog of War, he's totally allied to Yusuf. Dingleberry? Yeah. So when you become the Wretched as the High Elves, you become allied to the Undead. The Undead can, I think, have a total of 5 people join their team by the end. Actually, it might be 6. You have Corrupted Dark Green, you have Corrupted Pink, and you have Corrupted Red. And is there anyone I'm forgetting? Probably not. Alright. Lordaeron is officially destroyed, and the forces of the Legion are now terrorizing the outside. I don't know how many they managed to get back into this last room. Pokemon Herald. Oh, this is awesome. TD Mian and Arlt may decide to go to Outland, but even if they do that, that's a last-ditch effort. Oh, this is bad news. Obviously, it's going to come down to the Legion and the Undead again. Very rarely do you ever see the Alliance do well, long term. Rangers still exist at nearly 55 minutes in. Very rare, Derpy, right?
Our allies' town needs help.
Awesome, thank you. Fight is going to be so amazing. The end is this endgame cinematic kind of fight. I'm excited. You didn't notice Orange made a shipyard behind Lordaeron. I did notice that. And I think it was Brown, wasn't it?
Our allies' town needs help.
Yeah, it was Brown who did that. But thank you for pointing that out, Yusuf. Yes. That was in the first part of the replay. How shrunk is the Legion? How do they defeated a buffed up blue and their allies? Let's check their levels. Balnazar, the Netherzim, Tichondrius, and Mal'Ganis. They're going to have the book in a minute. And the upgrades are 3-1 and 3-1 is range. Ah, Rain of Pain just subscribed.
1 to 3 month anniversary. 2 if you're with me in supporting Azothan. Give him a Craigasm.
Aw, thanks, Rain. It's so good to see you, bud. Ah, I'm doing okay, I promise. We don't need to pet the Azothan and make sure that he's okay. I love you. Love your affection, but calm your titties. Thanks, bud. Alright, and the next big fight's probably going to be, yeah. Gonna be in the dungeons of Lordaeron. They saved the Skybreaker. Alright, it may follow them into Outland. I wonder if Arlt's going to destroy the Book of Medivh and try to run away with it. I don't think he can, nor his allies. They can't. Uh-oh. Oh! Ah! Never mind, guys. The Legion decided to invade evil. This is balls, man. Right after they do it, they don't even go in there. Let's see what Messi's is up to. His units are still all in Outland. The portal to Northrend he's going to open up, though, and then bring all of his forces out through there and attack them from another angle. Nice. I'm loving this seemingly impromptu organization on their part. Last question is, where's Hey Hey? No, we know where Hey Hey is. The last question is, where is RoboVision? He is still taking... Okay, so they seem to have sent the Dragon Maw to take back over Quel'Tha Lost, while 3 of the forces are going to attack the mainland and try to draw the ire of the Lich King and the Cult of the Damned. They're sending the Dragon Maw in to wipe up Quel'Tha Lost. I don't know if the Wretched will be able to hold, but this will be interesting. The distribution of forces from the Undead is going to have to be good. The Lich King might be able to hold on his own, but he's not going to be able to push out and defeat these armies on his own. He's going to need the help of one of his allies, and I think maybe leaving the Cult of the Damned to fight Dragon Maw and then letting the Wretched help up north, it might have been a better idea. But this is a lot of strength, man. Between the Legion, Green, and OJ, I won't lie, they're going to need to put on their best front or die. And Cult of the Damned may be staying back in Quel'Tha Lost to indeed fight the Dragon Maw. This will be interesting. What? What's actually happening? Robo, where you at, boy? You already get... Oh, did you teleport home? Really? Okay, you better be getting... Okay, never mind. They may be having... Never mind, I'm confused as to what Brown's doing. I know RoboVision's a good player, I'm just not understanding why he's down south in Dragon Maw lands where there's no fight nearby that. It's gotta be to grab an item and teleport. Oh, in that case, I'd say Cult of the Damned, get the up to Northrend right now, or we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Cult of the Damned could go for the Alliance. If we got them to switch to the Evan Blade, that'd be kind of neat. My D is still bigger, says Yusuf. Bigger D? He's got the biggest D I've ever seen.
We're under attack.
As he's still 2-3 upgrades on his range, and there's a swamp. I think we just saw... Why? Did someone make them change to Dark Iron?
We're under attack.
How did... Is RoboVision going T... Oh, that's what happened. I see what happened, and this is very odd. Because to my understanding, the dwarf player already left. Meaning, Purple might just have control over both armies. Yep, it's just control, but he has a lot of forces out of nowhere that are going to be able to take back the southern lands from the Legion, while the Legion is attacking Northrend. What is this betrayal evil always seems to fall into? I'm guessing we have not seen a big fight yet. No, the Lich King's still holding his forces back while he waits for reinforcements. Veto? Teleport? Anything, buddy? No, you're just control pointing it down here. That's fair enough. Look, if truly Northrend doesn't have that many control points, losing most of it doesn't really matter late game. It's just infrastructure.
Our forces are under attack.
I have no idea how the who made the dwarves activate the spell that switched them over. It must have been RoboVision communicating with someone on the Alliance team, convincing them to do it. Necrosh is still dead. It's just gonna be Cho'Gall and General Erudex versus whatever the Legion can gather to fight this.
Our
Oh. Well, that's bad news. The Eco Dome has been broken. No more infinite lumber. Twilight's Hammer Clan may have done the same thing. I wonder if Robovision destroyed it and then... Yeah, I bet you he built a lot of stuff, attacked it, and then... I think I had someone do something very similar to that to me, and I got so upset. I was like, I just don't want to play the game with you anymore. I want to see Light Blue fight Light Blue. Arthos, the Wretched, versus Light Blue's Paladin heroes. I think that'd be a fun combination. And the fight for the Frozen Throne is now on. The forces of the Legion have now conquered most of Northrend. No significant defense being put up, with the Cult of the Damned staying in Lordaeron right now. It's just going to be the Lich King on the front lines. We know his upgrades are good. He's got 3-4. He's been stuck on 3-4 for a while. Let's check his money. Yusuf, how's your economy doing? An obscene amount of lumber, but ultimately only about, what, 500 gold? He could have a total of 1,200 to invest in this fight, but right now, with anti-magic shell, he seems to be doing okay. However, once the forces of the Horde start to bring in more and more of their siege elements, that's when the fight will start to sway. Enough siege will just chunk an army regardless. If you sit in a siege, if you sit in a choke point for too long and let your army get chunked by siege, you're doing it wrong. And Yusuf's letting it happen right now. He's not coming out on top in this fight. You can see the bars tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to examine why it's happening, it's because you have multi-shot proto-drakes, huge amounts of doom cannons, and Yusuf has 0 splash on his back line. All of his meat wagons are sitting in the back, and overall it's just an unfavorable concave for what Yusuf is able to bring to the front. It's mostly just melee stacking on itself here. There are some ranged components to this army, but not nearly as many as we're seeing on this force's side, and with many of them doing chaos damage. It's just, alright. I'm not pooping on you, Yusuf. I'm just trying to examine why we're losing. I would say that was why that was a bad engagement. Hey there, Bleary. Good to see you, baby. How you doing? Playing some games after this? Yes, BTWS. I think we could either do a Survival Chaos, Custom Hero Survivor, or a Lordaeron on the Foremath after we're done with this shoutcast. We'll let you guys vote on it. And, alright. He's now pushed back. Will Yusuf continue to reinforce, or... Alright, there it is. Abomination's coming out. Wait, what's happening? What aspect is being attacked here? What is... Hold on. Hold on. Something really weird is happening down here. I don't know who they're attacking or why, and it's just odd. It's somebody the ally somebody else? He's still allied to the Legion. Is Mezzi's not allied to somebody? Oh, it's the door. I'm sitting here going, what the fuck are they attacking? It's the door. I thought some huge coup d'etat was occurring, and they were targeting down Doom Lord Cosmic. Alright, first people to meet the undead on their own soil is going to be a few of these Blackrock champions and a Pent Lord who's going to die terribly. But he will blow up and hurt everyone around him because that's how they go out. Like ballers. Absolute shot callers. OJ with the really cocky hero group needs to wait till the others are here. I mean, hey, where are you? In the underground catacombs? Clearing those out? No, he went back to Lordaeron to, I assume, duke it out with the Cult of the Damned. Should check where they are. Come on, Cult. No, he is... Yes, Ebon Hold. Never mind. Goosh. Goosh my boosh. He has established the Ebon Hold, but he has not become the Knights of the Ebon Blade. I really hope he's teleporting in to help Yusuf. Otherwise, this is going to be a real quick game. Yusuf, how you hanging in there? Not losing your heroes? He's holding the right choke point, and here comes Gray. Right behind him? Oh! Is that light blue? It's definitely light blue. I don't know where Gray is. But they did force the demons into retreat. Veto Pit, I've apparently missed you, babe. Oh, it was a nice teleport, actually. He used his Town Hall portal to teleport to the Ice Crown Obelisk, trapping the army between two forces. That was nice. Oh, can they get Maggie? Gray's hero group is wonderful at targeting, and Maggie has no hero resistance. They have stuns, they have slows, they have grasps. Lady Death Whisper is the real concern here. But the army in general is just a little bit too slow to manage to catch up. I wonder if Reforged will fix unit lag. Probably not. Probably make it worse, actually, with all the graphics on screen. But who knows? Light Blue is now here, and the entire Legion force is kind of in disarray. Hey, why did you leave? You were needed here. Oh, and Hey actually teleports down south. The Twilight's Hammer clan swept south very quickly, and I missed it. Destroyed Blackrock Fortress. They're now attempting to access the Dark Portal itself, the Draenor Portal. And Murmur, the old god of sound, is going to block the way for them. Remember, Robovision technically isn't here. While the Twilight's Hammer clan does have use of the Dark Iron units, it's not going to be quite as effective as if it were 2 players. Twilight Drakes are the magical equivalent of Orange's flying Proto-Drakes. And Hey can't really hold the line against Siege. He needs to get those summons on the front line and get that healing aura going on Terran Gorfine, or the healing ability. There's Master Vorpal popping his own heals, summoning demons on the front line. It looks like Death Knights are on the front. However, I was hoping to see him summon those. Oh, what is this? That running of his army directly into the middle is very confusing for me. Terran Gorfine nearly gets aimed down. He does lose 1 Death Knight for his cause, and Cho'Gall is a little bit out of position, in fact. But it doesn't look like it matters. Between himself and General Eridax, they're able to keep the fight going. He did use the ability on the Dark Iron hero. I'm forgetting the name. Oh, what's his name? Lord Thargus Anvilmar Dingleberries the Third. Pretty sure that's how his name's pronounced. Where are you? Oh, Dagron Thrasi. Dagron Thurison. Thowerson. Woods Fagelby. What do you call a Satanist who eats the low-carb pizza? The Anticrust? Get out of here. Yeah, you guys could have gotten Maggie up north, I think, if they'd been just a little bit more aggressive. But the fight continues up north with, yeah, Undead winning. This is really bad for Legion. They went from absolutely crushing everyone to suddenly being outclassed on every front. They haven't been able to group up, and I think they just need to retreat to Outland and accept that's their new goal, because we haven't checked in on the Alliance, but I'm guessing I know where they are. Oh, look at that. It's Outland. Potentially with new Dalaran floating around soon. Not yet. But he has summoned Ronin Dragonheart. And he has the Book of Medivh on him. Alright. And he's a very hard spirit hero to aim when you put an Amulet of Spell Shield on them. It really throws people off when the first spell doesn't work. Trying to see if there's too much damage. Ah, there's the Ranger Corps. They've been the most aggressive, ranging into Outland, taking control points from the Legion again. Chatrath City long destroyed, but Akendun might be where the next fight goes off. Either Akendun or Hellfire. Oh, it's going to be Hellfire Citadel because, well, the Twilight's Hammer clan is here, and they all realize it's now or never. Which army's coming in? It's green. With Ka'ur. Corrupted Norum. Destroy the portal, says WT. Is that up north? Oh, yeah, the Netherzian Gateway wants to destroy that portal. And plus, it's invulnerable. I don't know that he could do it right now, right? Red Panda's going to be careful. They want to destroy the Netherzian Gateway that leads into the Nether, but I actually think this is their biggest weakness. If they were to take that portal as the entire concentrated undead force, they'd be dead. There'd be nothing that could be done. Arky is going to get effed. Yeah, I was about to say, if the undead go into Outland, it's over because the Legion's too busy defending Outland right now from the Twilight's Hammer clan. Oh god, Red Panda's kind of here, but not really. He's up north. Hey, Jay the American cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much, Jay. I really appreciate that, man. How's your day going? He says, yeet. I'm gonna yeet these guys right back through the portal, hopefully. Alright, most of OJ's army coming from further up north than I thought. Oh my god. I don't think he's aware Magtheridon's out there right now. Is that how that was supposed to go? Because none of Blue's forces have kind of noticed yet. Oh no, I don't think OJ really noticed what was happening to Maggie. And he is very much trapped if Yusuf... If Maggie gets out of this, I will be so fucking amazed. There's just no way. Yeah. Oh, Ren. How are you dying so hard while nowhere near anything? God, Rend is poisoned something serious. Kura, don't, he says. Oh no. More Magtheridon. He didn't go through the portal, man. I'm so sorry. You didn't wait for him. He's fat. He's slow. You didn't give him boots. It's the death of Magtheridon. Oh, no. Is he going to be able to hold Dark Iron or Hellfire Citadel? It's looking okay. I love the tentacles being summoned into the front by Cho'Gall. Him and General Eridax leading this army of just, you know, evil. Just old Gaudian, Cthulian, Yogg-Saron and the Elder Gods. Kind of evil. Speaking of Yogg-Saron, can you wake up Yogg-Saron? No, Twilight's Hammer Clan has not yet ventured to Northrend to wake up Yogg-Saron. And here comes the Alliance. This is such bad timing. The Alliance is coming down on Hellfire Citadel at the exact time as the forces of the Old Gods, and there's nothing the Legion can seem to do. Where's Messis's army? He must have something. Oh no, it's all leaving Outland right now. Does he know that there's probably like a huge... Oh god. Did they destroy it, or can they still access this thing? Holy crap. If the undead use this, please tell me the Cult of the Damned and the Wretched are still here. Please, 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 please. Please, Vito. Vito, where are you? Oh, you're down south. No, you should all go through the portal and kill him right now. Sorry to be rooting against you so hard, Legion. It's just you guys are so far ahead, and it's been such a sudden turnaround. I haven't had the emotional time to actually care about you winning again yet. It's fun to watch the hammers come down. Alright. Looks like Kura's going to hold the gateway against the forces of Dalaran, and on the right side we have Dark Horde versus Twilight's Hammer Clan. And unfortunately, Twilight's Hammer Clan making excellent use of the AFK Dark Iron players, cannon teams, and Iron Behemoths. It's giving him a massive advantage when it comes to these attacks. Now also, I don't know how he corrupted this whole section of land, but it's awful. Alright, here goes Green trying to launch a counterattack against Dalaran. Shadow Council, I like this. Shadow Council versus Dalaran is kind of one of those awesome fights that never really went down, but I kind of always wanted to see. Oh, they need to chunk these backline casters right now. Robovision's getting a foothold inside Hellfire Citadel, and it looks like it's actually going down now. Siege able to target it, and in fact being targeted. It's a very targeted attempt right now. Green has to teleport out. There's nothing left for him. OJ is trapped as well. Oh no. Oh no. I thought the Legion was coming out here. Where are they? Completely just not present. Oh, they ran back here because they're afraid the portal to Northrend is about to be attacked, which I don't blame him. Surrounding it with Legion gateways. Interesting strategy. Is Blue considering using it? No, it looks like they've left. Use it. Really? Nobody's gonna use it? You guys could've just powered right in there. What a weird choice. However, the Alliance is still trying to take over parts of their old lands, and we can see the old forces of the Silver Hand attempting to wipe up the infrastructure for the Cult of the Damned. They'll probably run into a problem at Deathhold. And the Twilight's Hammer Clan convincingly takes the fight. Kargath, Rend, and Voon do escape. They're lost and leaderless without Magtheridon. Red Panda on the last foot here, trying to get some creeps he didn't clean up in the first few minutes of the game. Ranger Corps, are they going to be able to get the Drenner Rift? I mean, they could use that as well. In fact, the Legion now needs to just start barricading everything here. Uh-oh, TP target? Yusuf, where are you TPing to? Oh, into Lordaeron, apparently. Really? Okay, never mind. I didn't realize how much the light blue had been trying to take back control points. The Alliance, in fact, has the most control points in the entire game at 16, having taken this whole time to just control point snipe. Wow. Wow. TD, where's your money at? Nothing. I just try to keep his allies alive, feeding them money here and there. All they really have is the forces in Outland and these few bastions that they've been able to make.
I await your command.
They have Tempest Keep and Maru. Alright, Shadow Council heading up a bit north. Is he going to fight against the Twilight's Hammer Clan or against the Alliance? Outland and Twisting Nether are now the biggest battlefields we can expect. Anything that gets cleaned up... Oh, never mind. Oh, shit.
Our town is under siege.
Oh, oh, Robovision, you cheeky fuckwaffle. Are you serious right now? He's gonna summon Ragnaros. When Moira Thurston manages to hit level 15, you can bring her to Shadowforge City, where she will summon Ragnaros.
Our town is under siege.
Is anyone gonna be able to get there and stop it? No. No, they're not. Robovision now has access to Ragnaros, potentially Deathwing, and potentially Yogg-Saron. Oh my god. I know he doesn't look too strong in health right now, but as long as you keep him alive, he can just completely alter battlefields. It's so cool to see. I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do with all the heroes and forces he's accruing right now. He's still congregating here outside of Hellfire Citadel. Hellfire Citadel. Words fail me. And Athos, and Aramis. Where are the Three Musketeers? That's what I'm calling the undead of this game, is the Three Musketeers. Yusuf, Vito, and Arthos. Alright, never mind. They are all, in fact, there. And Messi's, have you left real Dreadlords out? No, these are fake Dreadlords. Copies that he made. Where's your real Dreadlord squad, then? All of them? Man, he is just buffing this place up. He does not care. Oh, man. Alright, he's losing control points all over the world. The Legion's been pushed back to the last few bastions they hold. The Shadow Council's really the biggest force they have left, and it should be further south. Right now, the Shadow Council's placing themselves in a terrible position, halfway between the Alliance, up in the Blades Edge Mountains, and in Hellfire whatever ever, Blasted Lands, the forces of the Old Gods. Oh, don't do it. No, don't go north. Don't go north while the Twilight Haber clan is south of you. You're going to get smushed. Aw, we're about to witness a solid smushing. His genitals are not going to enjoy this. And holy fuck waffles, here comes the Alliance. The Legion has been preparing for everything except for that portal. No, he thought it was coming from Northern. Look at all these defenses. Look at it. It's beautiful. Now, oh, they're screwed. Mezzi's Doomlord Kozak all by himself tries to hold off the Alliance for all of about 5 seconds. And it goes poorly, as you can imagine. Goodbye, Doomlord Kozak. No one's gonna miss you. Alright, I'm guessing Archimon's probably pooping himself a little bit. There's a lot of defenses here, but I don't know why. This is cool-ish. I'm glad that the Shadow Council, if he can kill purple, cut off the reinforcements, and then, you know, like really mess with the Alliance. I like how OJ and Green both ran up here immediately to fight off that army. All I'm worried about is the Twilight's Hammer clan and the fact that they have disappeared from my view. Okay, there he is. General Eridax, Ragnaros the Defiler, Cho'Gall, Dagron Thrasi, and his daughter Thoris, Moira. But really what's important is finding out if they can take that... Oh, there they are, streaming into Outland. Is the Alliance trying to get as far ahead as they can? Here comes the Shadow Council, coming out of the portal into an Alliance ambush. There we go, Teal now sending his units down to try to help out. He needs to send everything, dude, everything. I don't know how he lost his whole army. I'm guessing it was to the Alliance. This is bad news, baby. Alright, the Alliance actually looks a little panicked now, trying to find a safe place to just, I don't know, weather the storm out, but they keep running into things like Fell Keepers and other turrets, and now they're beset on both sides by an army outside and an army inside. Looks like this might be the end of the Alliance. Oh my! Alright, here's a chance for a terrible AoE on the Alliance lines as they sit here. Oh, come on, someone stun the middle. Shut up. There we go, a nice silence. That was cast by our green player. Murmurs. Can silence people in... Pretty sure it was that or Boone. In the middle of the army right now, we have a Velen doing his very best, but with the crash of these Infernals doing the last to stun his ultimate even, this is the end of the Alliance. Oh no. Oh, wait. Light Blue has not lost a single hero and is in fact might be able to salvage every last one of his... What the double defucks? Look at these guys being long-range sprinters. The rest of the Alliance will die, but light blue is a long-distance runner.
Town is under siege.
Ronan got out, along with
Under siege.
Jaina? Oh, no, Eowyn. Eowyn and Ronan. Okay, this is still kind of a godly hero squad here. The Alliance is not dead yet. They did cost the Legion team a great number of forces and some time right now, and... God damn. What towns are under siege and why? Alright, will the forces of Outland immediately push to try to take back the city?
Forces are under attack. Our town
More importantly, where's Robovision?
Our ally needs our help.
Oh, you dick! He's trying to go into the Drenner Rift. Can he even open that up? No. Alright, he's looking all over the map right now to try to see what's going on.
We're under attack.
There it is. He wanted to spot and see if there's any forces inside that might fight against him. Nope, he's going straight again for Archimon. Everybody hates Archimon. It's like everybody hates Chris, but with Demon Lords. Moira is Thorison's wife. Yes. Sorry, that's my bad. Moira is actually not Muradin, but Magnai's daughter. That's my bad. Green says, this is pretty impressive, getting soundly fucked like that and still getting 6 major heroes out. I know, right? That was a beating. And now the Legion has to immediately turn around. I hope they didn't go after the Alliance, because they can't afford to. They've got to go back into Outland again. No, Green, don't leave. Red Pandal, where are you, buddy? Oh, he's still trying to help, but he is kind of alone at the moment. Mangros has dropped the Molten Giants from Ragnaros. Again, this is God v God stuff at the moment. Oh, never mind, there's Green. Hey, didn't run away. He's in the middle right now trying to fight still. This is terrible. Look, Robovision is taking a lot of damage, it's true. It's not a healing army, so it does a lot of damage, but it does die. And I'm loving to see the Dreadlords draining the mana of Ragnaros. Making sure you get rid of his mana is so important right now. However, even with all of that... Oh, fuggles. Yeah, we still have the Scourge coming around right now. Oh my god. Poor Legion. I gotta say, they're really hanging in there like troopers. Alright, Terran Gorefiend has died. The Legion force is now getting soundly screwed over. They're going to have to back up. Oh no, hold on. Maybe it's actually the Dark Iron that are going to run away. I have not seen TH... Oh, hell yes. Sorry, I'm just loving these Infernal drops right now. I know they're coming from Archimon and other heroes, like Mal'Ganis. But Legion may actually fend this off, shockingly enough, even with Ragnaros against him. It's time for Ragnaros to run. I don't think he realizes quite how outclassed he is at the moment. Even with 4,000 health, you'll still die in a few minutes. Actually, just under 10 seconds, generally. He's getting too cocky. He needs to reinforce these guys. Robovision, how much money do you have that you're not using? 1,200 in an assault. You didn't even bother building a base inside here to reinforce this? You have Ragnaros, you dingleberry. Stop acting like you can't lose now. You're gonna lose when you do that. You do. Oh, Mangros. Oh, I know. Oh, he wasn't controlling Mangros' hero quite well enough. They're gonna get caught out and surrounded. Oh, no. Oh, Ragnaros is getting... Perfect! Can you get Ragnaros out of that fucking portal and get him to safety, please? You are making me so uncomfortable. There we go. Now maybe he'll build a base out here and, you know... Oh, he did have it. He just wasn't doing it. That's my bad. I misunderstood again. Oh, Lord. Alright, Alliance, where you at? Forces the... Oh, Undead, where you at? Alright, the Undead are now in the Lordaeron dungeons, potentially going to backdoor the Alliance right now, and I don't know if they're going to try to stop him at the portal or if they're going to try to stop him at the city. It's looking like the city right now. I love this massive force of Paladin Knights and Paladins from our light blue player. Just some few reinforcing archers, and then, you know, a few god tier units from purple, of course, and the Tearsfall agents. It's just such a raggedy band of people trying to survive in Outland. I can't help but admire it.
Your building is...
That being said... Hey, where are you at? Yusuf. We saw you. Vito is the only one I didn't see in the Outland, or the dungeons. That's because he's outside Dalaran, still kind of doing nothing. He does have a... In his defense, he does have a scroll of teleport, so I can't say he's doing nothing. Yusuf says, TD was really good at keeping his heroes alive throughout the rest of the game. In Dalaran, he had 3 heroes almost dead. He did. It was pretty cool. Oh, I missed Murmur's suicide. Probably in Outland, right? My bad. There's just so much going on a map like this, you can't catch everything. It's not possible. However, the undead finally streaming into Outland to take on the Alliance. They've hounded them all the way here. Let's kill Legion, says Athos. Maybe. Or maybe you die. Oh, God. And with a little bit of reinforcement, RoboVision has now decided to go back into the Twisting Nether to try to fight this again. Molten Giants dropped by Ragnaros. Terrifying Infernal equivalents that they can just keep throwing down. I don't know how they deal with it. And some Infernal drops on the Legion side, disrupting Purple's lines as well. As long as they're in the Twisting Nether, it benefits the Legion army more overall. But the more they level up Ragnaros, the worse life gets. There's shockingly little going on out here, but the game wants me to know that there are some control points being taken over. My bad. There are still forces all over the map that are trying to take control points for every race. You send out little bits and groups here and there, because if you can take 10 control points from someone, you've essentially robbed them of hundreds of golds over the next few minutes. It's nice. Yusuf said he came out of the Dalaran portal and I killed him. Aww. Brain says a proper shoutcast of this would take 1 hour for every 10 minutes of game time to really identify every little bit of why it's happening and why each hit's landing and how everyone's microing properly. You're absolutely right. It would be distressingly long-winded. Alright, the Alliance is backing up. They're all sitting in here with Maru. They just... Did Adult die? Yeah, Adult died. I forgot about that. Oh, man. Is he going for Deathwing now? No. How's the fight in Outland going? It is not going in Ragnaros' favor at the moment, as he seems to be getting surrounded by some scary Infernals and punched in the face repeatedly. Oh no, Mangros. And there it is. Identify that you're losing Ragnaros. Please get Ragnaros the fuck out of touch. Hey, it's gonna be the Ragnaros! Oh, please run away. Oh, God. Please get him out of there. RoboVision, use your units in Outland. Use your reinforcing buildings in Outland. Right fucking here. The ones that you have for both races with thousands of gold on them to make units to come in the fucking point. Anyway, so as he continues to not utilize his money to win a game that he should be winning with a god tier hero, I'm going to try not to get mad at RoboVision because he's usually a phenomenal player. How goes the fighting? Well, Arthos and Aramis are here, and by that I mean Arthos and Yusuf, leaving Vitovit still out and about taking control points. The Age of Chaos, 2 factions battle for dominance. Shoutcasting half this game takes up the entire Warcraft 2 soundtrack. You understand that? Okay, the American says, wondering how this will look in Reforged. Right, it's gonna look amazing. I hope it does. Oh yeah, that was the funny thing. Where they're like, we're just gonna upscale the textures, and then all your custom models right now should work. And I was like, look, that's a nice theory. It's a really nice theory, but that is gonna look like the equivalent of an elf next to an ogre. When you're like, which one would you rather have sex with? And you're like, neither. Ideally, since they're both fictional. But if I have to choose, probably not the looking one. Alright, there's the teleport for Gray.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Hold on, I need to turn this up. Forgot about this ending track.
Our forces are under attack.
God, that's good.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
I'm so dang excited for Reforged, says Weredragon. I happened to see a small bit of a trailer first on Facebook. It looks cool, man. It really does. But the truth of it being, I think I need to start planning to be able to do more straight shoutcasting stuff, because it looks like they want to keep the game as the RTS alongside StarCraft 2 that gets shoutcasted. A hero-based one and a non-hero-based one. And you know what? I gotta say, I think I have something to offer to shoutcasting as a whole, and if we keep practicing on this and move into that, I think Reforged could be a rejuvenation for this channel. If alongside that, the custom community continues to grow, and we can shoutcast these as well, I think that's a way to also grow this community. But I'm gonna have to start filleting people like Witty and Back to Warcraft and Grubby, and starting to occasionally on certain days switch up my casting so that I can host them instead. Return the kindnesses that they've been nice enough to give me now. Where the f is the next fight, guys? It's getting old. I know that he really wants to get in here and kill Archimond. So I don't know that Robovision's gonna permanently leave at any point, but he might just get bored. Up north, he continues to try to take back control points here and there, mostly using his Dark Iron units, which is weird. Fun. And this is why Vito Vit is roaming the countryside as a lawless undead. Right, Alliance still shacked up inside their little city, and Blue is going nowhere. Actually, he wants to go to Outland. This is funny how many forces. They've all just decided the Legion has to die, so now we have forces, the Old Gods, we have the Undead, and we have the Alliance, all trying to get into the Twisting Nether right now to kill Archimond. And I really think the MVPs of the game go to the Shadow Council, Dark Horde, and Burning Legion. Even if they're not doing the best, they have shown such resilience in the last 15 minutes, just saying, get the fuck off my lawn, that I could never, like, yeah, I could never poo-poo that. Switch over to a different soundtrack.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Locked and loaded. Locked and...
Our ally needs our help.
Alright, yes, Yusuf, you're going to take over some of the stuff down here. I'm going to have to fast forward this until I see some of these forces start to actually interact with one another. Because so far, the main nexus of activity, pretty quiet. Oh, never mind. Wait, oh. That's a lot of Dark Iron rogues. Oh, damn. Shadow Council, no. Shadow Council, no. Oh, Shadow Council decided to leave the portal just outside Blade's Edge Mountains, and now he's run face first into the forces of the Cult of the Damned and the Lich King. He can't fight this. He probably feels pretty cocky since he's pushed back a few forces, but it's time to leave, dude. The vast majority of the forces underneath Grand Vorpil's Karabun. Oh, there's Death and Decay. That's bad. Any forces coming out of the portal are going to be subject to the Death and Decay coming out of Kel'Thuzad right now. They need to stop pretending like this is the fight they can win, and they need to back up. What the fuck? Hey, get out of there. Hey, get out of there. Hey, leave the fight. Hey, go back inside. Twisting Nether. You're twisting Nether. Dude, why are you guys trying to... What? Hey, what are you doing? I'm so confused. He still hasn't lost his heroes, which is shocking to me. I don't know how you used to let all three of those heroes go out there, disrespect him, run in the middle of his... No, Terran will die. Thank God. I was going to say, claim one hero. Yeah, you're all staying in the Twisting Nether. Outland's not yours anymore. It's just not. If the Alliance was smart, they'd also try to launch an attack at this point.
Our town is under attack.
Whose town? Who still has stuff going on? See, this is why I'm not a good player. Because people like Pokemon Herald can remember to get archers into boats and try to take control points and go take over islands. I never do. Saf appreciates the level. Just being rude. He's like, thanks for letting me get extra experience. Dick move. Alright, Legion. One more time. Once more into the breach, my friends. I need to look at the relative economies. 600 in Red Panda's bank, so he might be survived for a while. 500 from Hey Hey. Mezzi's 465. Alright, look, they have the money to defend this place right now. If they don't, it's because they choose not to. They choose not to reinforce enough. Ah, I like that anti-magic shell being used to stop some of the damage and stuns from the dropped infernals. But Teal right now is kind of on his own at the moment. He's got to be careful. Doing a good job keeping them back. Oh God, can you imagine if the old God's forces came in right now? Come on, Hellfire Citadel. Come on. Come on, forces of Hellfire Citadel. Three-way fight. I fucking won. The Alliance from behind. Come on. The Alliance has to know this is their moment. Look, they've moved out. They've moved out of the town. TD's turned this into an even greater choke point. What a dick. Yeah, if they go now, this is their chance. Any of the other armies need to realize this fight's going on. Alright, let's pause the fight and see who should be doing what. I'd like to see some of these undead forces slide around to get a better concave on what's currently going on. They need to make sure that they have silences ready for Kuru. These flying destroyers need to be sucking up the buffs that we see on the back lines right now and any of the summons that are going to be going on. The Legion team, however, needs to get as many Fel Rays out on the front lines as they can and transform them to counter the fact that the undead mostly cast to get things over. Also, any dispels that the Legion team has needs to be constantly going down the front line to get rid of summons as well as these frost armors that we're seeing. That'll make a big difference. Now, it's nice to see that somehow, man, just a couple Infernals dropped on this line are doing a lot of damage to every single unit that walks through there because they have to suffer double, triple immolation orbs. And the Legion forces are going to hold once again, the Destroyers being one of the things that they have the most difficulty getting out of the air because most of their range damage is magic. However, they're still doing it. I don't know where the forces of the Wretched are at the moment. Actually doing nothing in Blade's Edge Mountain. That's really weird. Okay, back to the fight. And Red Panda brings his Proto-Drakes to the front line now. Those would be best put on the back line, where their multi-shot can hit these casters and take advantage of their unarmored status and any light armor that might be in the air. And, for example, light armored destroyers. Alright. Terran Gorfine's healing aura keeping the majority of these casters alive despite concentrated attacks and siege damage. And the undead are now in full retreat. Is the Alliance here? No, the Alliance is still not pushing. The Alliance is gone. Where the hell did the Alliance go? Are they taking back Lordaeron? Come on. Come on. No. How about they're heading south? Light Blue's... The Alliance seems to have completely slipped by the undead forces and aren't actually doing damage to them. That's a weird decision. I can't justify the thought process on that one. Welcome back, BTW. It's good to see you. Coach kept crashing? Oh no. Brain, it called it. Diablo soundtracks. What are you doing up so late? Burzin, we're doing a 12-hour stream right now, late night. Admittedly, there may be some point where I'm like, hey guys, if we can get a donation of $3, I'm gonna go get my... Oh, fucking... Now it's the Twilight Hammer clan going for the Legion again, man. Just as they push the undead out. Will you look at this? Again, MVP Legion, boys. MVP Legion team. 4-6 upgrades from our Twilight's Hammer clan and his AFK ally. 4-3, not bad. Ragnaros backing him up, and I'm guessing eventually, if Cho'Gall can get to level 15, I believe he gets to resurrect Deathwing. At that point, Deathwing and Ragnaros... Yeah, it's a question. Messiness. Your heroes really that low? For all the fighting they've been doing, I'm shocked that we don't see higher level heroes out of our Legion team. Twilight Hatchlings and Twilight Drakes actually have a type advantage against the Proto-Drakes due to the heavy armor versus magic damage. Iron Rogues are very good ranged units, and you can see how many are actually getting to shoot at the same time. Usually with that many ranged units, you'd see less coverage. This is really good for them so far. As long as Robovision continues to provide a reliable front and just sort of meat shield for Ragnaros to work with, he should be able to win these fights. He really should. And we can see him starting to make some permanent damage against the Legion forces. They're having to reinforce more, and this is the first time that we haven't seen THC pushed back in the first fight. He's actually making permanent grounds on this one. Reinforcements might not be coming out fast enough. Ooh, they don't have the money is why. They have spent everything they had. This is actually the last dying gasp of the Legion. Where's the Alliance? Doing nothing. Arls, perhaps the more teleporty and available of them. Going to Ockenden. Really? Right now. the Legion like this? Why did everyone just decide that the Legion had to die when there's still the Undead, the Twilight's Hammer clan, like everyone? We're an hour and 40 in and I see more threats now than there were ever before. Back to the Outland. Alright, back to the Twisting Nether. Uh-oh, Karua the Corrupted Naru is about to go down to the forces of the Old Gods. Oh, no, he's either teleporting out or flashing away from damage. It was flashing. There it is. Siege damage finally managing to chunk down Mangros' very damaging back range lines. This is going to sound really weird, but for this entire fight, the Legion has been fighting at a disadvantageous choke point. They've had this for their choke point, their concave, while the Dark Iron have had like this whole side the entire time. It seemed to the Legion like they probably had the better concave. What they needed to do was back it up a bit, reposition Kur, and take advantage of that. Oh, if they aim Ragnaros, now's the time. If they all see that Ragnaros is highly damaged and it's time to aim him, they could do it. All right, Ragnaros, 2,900 life, all by himself. Didn't focus Ragnaros, so no oh, they might still get the surround with the demons though. Look at that, Infernals, and oh, they almost had it. They second guessed themselves a little, and there, if they can stun Ragnaros, there's the stun. Ragnaros is teleporting out, and here comes the focus. He's dead. Excellent job, Legion team. Ragnaros, the old god's servant, has died. And unfortunately, at the same time, Hey lost his main base of Akendun. Come, Scourge, now we go. Right back in. Right after they've had to deal with Ragnaros, that's when these guys come in and keep punishing them. Come on, Legion. It's doing a great job. They deserve this win if and when they get it. I can't believe this. Rain, oh, sorry, Rain, I was just meaning for coffee. If I could, just get like $3 at some point so I could go grab coffee and stay up all night. That's all I'd be asking for.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, I see. He actually gave it from Archimon's. And now Black Temple's going down as well. The Alliance deciding, man, poor Legion. They really did get ganged up on. This is Alliance, then no, it was Alliance. Old gods, Alliance, old gods, undead, old gods, undead, old gods, undead, old gods.
Our town is under siege.
Oh, this is awful.
Our allies' town is
I'm convinced this will be where the game ends. If they can get Grandmaster Vorpal to level 15, I also believe he's capable of summoning.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Where are you at, RoboVision? Still out here? He's probably upset about his Ragnarosi. Nogal's not alive, so... or not high enough level yet for him to... There you go. Deathwing. Still waiting. And I feel like the game's... Oh, I think I heard everyone crashed. This has been a really good game, but now I'm remembering what happened, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No,
that's
stop that.
Real nice.
Rain of Pain says, too easy. Well, thank you, buddy. I won't be grabbing that coffee quite yet, but I promise you it'll probably be about the 8-hour mark. I run out for 10 minutes to grab coffee, and then I come back. I'll probably leave the system running and allow someone else to do something. Uh-oh. Oh, here's the Alliance versus the Undead, and... Uh-oh. There's a lot of graphics on screen right now. I think everyone's dying. Oh, crashed. It was a desync. Oh no. Arl and Red Panda. And, oh no. Who's still alive? Not as many people as we might have hoped. What? Oh. Oh. That is just ugly looking, isn't it? Pretty sure the Undead would win this fight. even with the Alliance and a convincing choke point, I just think the Undead with Saffron and their overall better upgrades will win. Now everyone's leaving. Alliance wins. GG, well played. Yusuf says, no, they don't. Yeah. They lost their Dark Horde is what happened. Scourge is winning this fight, and Arlt is the one who died, dropping Atish, the Staff of the Great Guardian, and the Book of Medivh. Christ, Gabe. This is why we have to zoom in. I just love all the magic effects are on this side of the Alliance, and then over here the Undead side's pretty quiet, and it's like, wow. They're also fighting on the difference of, like, air textures as well. There's different sky textures, ambient lighting going on both sides of this. So I just like how the line looks. I'd say that's a Scourge win. Legion got bullied, everyone got kicked, Undead decided to say they won. Legion says, no, I win, screw you, I've been doing great, my heroes can almost summon my god. Oh, Twilight Tamer Clan trying to make a thing of it, though. Trying to get I think he was hoping to get Arkham on the Defiler. There it is. GG, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they're going to accept that the Scourge won that game. Well, Purple Haze, that's rude. If you feel the need to continue being rude, we'll see you out. I see. ZXC. I don't know why. Why does the Undead and Legion look so strong compared to the Alliance, like Elves? They're strong late game. Early game, they actually have an extreme deficit of strength compared to the Alliance. Not as many units killed as I would have expected for this kind of a game. Hour and 40 minutes in. Maybe we have some noobs. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.